Well, hello everybody. How you doing? It's me, your boy Jedi Granville. Welcome back to Jedi Granville Productions, and I'm just doing a quick take of what I have as far as the delivery that came recently. And I think you might be impressed, but say, hey, this is something great to show. So what I got here is a package that's come all the way. Well, it didn't come all the way. It's a new arrival of something that you're about to say, or if I can ever get it open. Let's see here, chair here. Oh, there it is. There you go. It's tearing on the raw part of it. Okay, so it's a new Blu-ray, and I think some people have heard of this particular movie, although some tend not to really think about it because it's one of those films that came out, and I think it was the first official color. Yes, it was the first official color um, Takasasu film. And interesting enough, this film came out this year, this month, believe it or not, 70 years ago. And it's called Warning from Space. And in case anyone doesn't know, if you're not a diehard Takasasu fan, this is basically the Starfish. This is the Starfish movie. Aliens who are starfish. Go figure. And it's actually not a bad film. I've actually seen it. It's pretty much, got the who, why, and this is before the Mysterians 1 year later. And I guess that's just a bad film. I mean, it's a slow burn, but it's a pretty good burn to say the least. So that arrived recently, and I'm gonna watch it later because I want to kind of talk about it, but I don't know if anybody would be interested in looking at it. I mean, who knows? It's not as grand as Mysterians or anything that's coming out of Toho. This come out of Daiei. So yeah. But anyway, hey, anyone chooses to, you can. So now on to the more bigger picture of something, and it's a book that I recently, or when I say recently, I ordered this like way back in of last year around August, August or July. So here it is, and it's a big boy. So let's cut open. Yeah, I can see why I needed a big. Wow. Well, before I start, if anyone knows me pretty well, they know that I'm a big fan of the special effects company Industrial Light and Magic, and I actually have three previous publications of the book. It's of the book of the studio itself, which is the first one that came out in '86, written by Thomas G. Smith, and then the one that came out in actually 10 years later, written by Mark Costavans Vaz, you know, and third, which is well, came out in 2005. No, did it come out 2005? No, 2005. No, it came out in 2010. That's what it came out. Yes, 2010, and it was written by. Who was it written by? I want to make sure I give the publisher their just due because I don't want to just say the name and then it's like, oh, they don't get no credit for it. Um, I really want to. Or did I? No, I didn't. Okay. Uh, can't read it. Don't worry. Yeah, it's no big deal. All I know is that's the other book, the third one that came out in 23rd, 2010. Just just along the lines, 15 years ago, or 16 years ago. Well, here is the latest on a book on the studio itself, celebrating its 50th year, and it is Industrial Light and Magic. Yeah, 50 years of innovation, and as you can see, it's a pretty thick book, and it's got a very cool covering here. Feels like, you know, kind of feels like the books of old. They used to have fabric on there, I mean, you can see it. It's wonderful. I like that, you know. And that's the newest logo. That's the newest logo of Industrial Light and Magic, of ILM. And oh man, it's got that new book smell, which I love it. You know, yes. And here's some writing on the back of it, if you can see it, made by George Lucas, quoted by George Lucas. And I think that's pretty much it. Yes, this is a really nice book. I like this. Nice. Man, it's got that really good smell to it too. You know that? Wow. But that's my new arrivals, and that's the newest thing that came in the delivery. And I feel like that's brilliant. I love that. You know, it's great to know that even though we have digital technology to do stuff, it's always good stuff like this to have it still in book form, and I feel like that's a good thing. And yeah, that's pretty much it. That's it. It wasn't going to be a long video, but it was going to be a very good video. And there you go. So, with that being said, um, I mentioned earlier when we did, me and Anubis did the '80s thing, revisiting. Now I'm going to talk about what's coming up, and I think I've mentioned Broken Arrow, which is coming up in a few weeks. Um, what's the other one? And I will be doing top 10 favorite film scores. This one's going to be with um, Akira Ikefube, and trust me, it's going to be a totally great groove. Hopefully, I can get some people on there. Although, it's without saying, if you can't get everybody, it's that's just how things are. But hey, I would love people to come on and give their all about what music of Mr. Ikefube is their favorite, and hopefully we can talk about it. But with that being said, that's pretty much it, and that's pretty much it. Pretty much it. I should say yes. Whoever doesn't work tomorrow, like me, um, take a look at and recognize Mr. Martin Luther King Jr. His birthday's tomorrow, although it's not officially his birthday, but it's celebrated on that particular day because we want to recognize the person that made it possible for all of us, not just black, but all races to conjoin together, and peace. Although lately it's not so much like that. So, but anyway, let me let you all go. Y'all take care. Y'all take care. Y'all be patient, please, and always keep anything collectibles alive. All right, then. Bye bye.